Okay, some of you guys have been asking on how to do the auto click stuff. Like let's say you want to combine your cores or your materials or gems or something. So how would you do this? Well, this software is called Auto Mouse Click, and it's done by Murgee, Murgee. You can find it online and download it. So this is basically the interface, and this over here is BlueStacks with Game of War installed. So let's say you want to do something tedious and you just want your computer to take care of it and you want to go out for lunch or whatever. What you do is you basically just record everything as you do it. So you start here where the pick button is, and what that does is it turns your mouse into like a little arrow thing. I don't know if you can see it over here on the right hand side. Like a little crosshair. And then you just point the crosshair wherever you want to start. So let's say I want to start here. And what I want to do is a left click, so I add it. Okay, now this left click, this is the time delay because there's some lag in the game. You don't ever want it to leave it too short. Just give it a second or two to make that click. And then this is a random number that's generated in addition to those milliseconds. So right now, every time this runs, it will run for exactly 1 second. But if I wanted to randomly alternate between 1 second and 1.2 seconds, I can just add a random number here of 200. So this additional amount of time will be a random number between 0 and 200 milliseconds. So there you go. Here it is. The X coordinate on the XY plane, looking at your monitor, is 1227, and then the Y is 434, and it's going to do a left click, which will select this. So the next thing I would do is I would hit combine down here. So I'd hit the combine button, and that is a left click also. So I add it, I click add. So now I'm selecting the bottom right, I'm hitting combine, and the next thing I want to do is answer this pop-up. So I would hit pick and just say combine all, and then add it. And then the next thing I want to do is click on this combine thing, which is another pop-up. So I'd hit pick, find it, click on it, add it. As you can see, it's doing the combination. And then the last thing you want to do is close this window out. So let's pick, close this window, and then add it. Now I only put 1 second here just for illustration purposes. But generally, when it's actually doing the combining, it takes some time. So before you close the window, the last thing you want to do, you might want to actually wait a little bit on this one. So let's put 5 seconds. And I think this is the combined one. So let's put 3 seconds here. And 3 seconds here. Okay, done. So now we're just going to repeat the process for this one, the second one. So we're going to pick, and then we're going to select this one. Now, the last number you use is going to be here. So I actually don't want it to take that long selecting it. So I'm just going to put 1,000, add it. Okay, I'm going to pick combine, and I'm going to add it. I'm going to pick combine all, I'm going to add it. I'm going to pick combine for the pop-up, and I'm going to add it. And then I'm going to pick the closing window, and I'm going to add it. The closing window, well, the program itself didn't take it. You see what I'm saying about delays? You want to make sure you put the right numbers in here, so you allow it enough time to take care of what it needs to take care of. So I'm going to change this to 3,000, not to 3,000. Don't worry, I won't bore you to death. Okay, 3,000, 3,000, 1,000, 1,000. Great. So I have these two done. And then you would do the same thing for this one, same thing for this one. And then let's say you want to scroll down. Well, just select here, scroll down, and then just add it. And it'll be the last action it does is scroll down. But before you do any scrolling things, you want to make sure you set focus to the area you want to scroll. So let's delete this, pick, and actually pick anywhere on this part where we want to scroll, and then add it so that it clicks there first. Oops, that was the wrong. Let's do left click. Okay, there we go. And then move this down. Okay, so all we're doing is clicking and then scrolling down. So if we were to start this, this is what it looks like. Let me move this down here so that it has something to combine. Okay, let's start it. So it's combining the bottom right now. And closes the window. Okay, you notice some of those didn't work. The click events sometimes are annoying. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what you want to do is, for these kinds of things, you can put double click. So not to just click on it once, but to actually click on it twice. So let's do that. This is 100% based on the lag of the game on BlueStacks. There's nothing to do with the software, really. The software does exactly what you ask it to. And again, you want to be pretty smart about how you decide to do this. The reason I'm saying that is because if you're opening chests or opening resources, you don't want to you want to set the number exactly to how many times you want to click on the items. You don't want to start buying it and losing your gold unnecessarily. So just allocate enough time for this stuff to work. So close this, and then let's try it here on this row. We should be good. Let's go ahead and click start. This should work. You clicked on the bottom right, hit combine, combine all. Now it's combining. And then there is the menu close. So the timers are, I can adjust them a little more, but at least you get the idea. So now it clicks on the next item, hits combine, hits combine all, combine, it closes the menu. And now it should, I think, just click on the part we want to scroll and then scroll. See? And it scrolled down. That's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, be creative with it. Adjust this as much as you want. And you can have this entire series repeat as many times as you want. So let's say I did the entire row here, and then I had it scroll down, or I did, instead of the entire row, what I actually did was everything I can see, everything that's visible. So I actually programmed all of these combines one at a time. All the buttons that I need to click, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then I would have it scroll down. So I would make sure I wouldn't miss any, because it doesn't scroll down exactly one, it scrolls down a little less than one, and then it would just repeat. Do it again, and then scroll down one, and then repeat. So it didn't matter if it was off by a little bit, it would just click and then try to combine whatever's there. If there's nothing there, then it just clicks into basically empty space, clicks on approve over here, nothing really happens. And then it clicks into X, it doesn't exist over here. Now you want to make sure where you're clicking there isn't other stuff. Like for example, when I close out the window here, I'm closing it out at the corner where there's nothing. I can click here all day long. But if I click here, I actually get off the menu and I go somewhere else where I might not want to be. So just be conscious about where you click. One thing I can show you is how to quickly auto open chests. I'm sure everyone's dying to know that. So you can save this actually. You can save it and just run it at some other time by opening the file you end up saving. But I'm just going to delete all, and I'm just going to pick, and I'm going to click open, and then I'm going to add this, add it again, and I'm just going to repeat, I don't know, a lot of times. There you go. It's opening my chests. Okay, there we go. I stopped it. Another thing you do is basically whatever you want. Like let's say you wanted to do an auto helper. You can actually have it pick, go to the home screen in case who knows where it's at. Add it. Pick here to help people, and then add it, and then pick help all, which is grayed out right now, but that's fine. And then add it. So if you were to actually run this, let me put some delays on here. I'll put 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And 2 seconds. Okay. If I would actually run this, it would click the castle, click on the button there. The lag is just killer. Let me adjust this stuff. So this will be 2 seconds. And this will be 2 seconds. I mean, two counts. This will be 2 counts also. See how it helped that person? It takes some time for this to populate. Another thing you can do is, because the help all button is right here, located right here, you can actually go home and just spam this little section right here, and it'll end up clicking this and the help all button if you see where the mouse is. So you can actually spam this little block right here and just keep clicking on it. And then go back to home, click on that same part, go back to home. Well, you can program it however you want. But you do have to consider a delay. That is all.